Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. And if you're returning, how you doing? Grab your coffee. We need it. You can't get through a day. I don't care who you are. You can't get through the day without your coffee. Snacks, chocolate, cake. I got one over there on the counter. Don't think I don't eat it. So anyway, I started working on the ABG Community Cookbook. You guys, with your recipes, they are the most delish. I was working on it last night and my husband comes over and he's just like, what kind of recipes are they sending in? And he saw some of the recipes and he's just like, kiwi watermelon popsicles? He's like, when are you gonna start making those? So please start sending in more of your recipes, because when I tell you, these recipes are the bomb.com. So amazing. We need more. But this is just for volume 1. Yeah, we're going to be putting out multiple ABG community cookbooks because I love you guys. All right, so, and yes, some of my recipes are going in there as well. All right, we've got a lot to talk about in this video because when I tell you, the news just does not stop, does it? Nay. So, here we go. Can we just catch a break? No, I didn't think so. So, listen to this. This comes in from the UK. Inflation soared to an eye-watering 40-year high. Today, with fears, things are only going to get worse. Okay, they are facing massive pressure to come up with cost of living help. Wow. That's something, isn't it? The headline CPI rate rose to 9% in April, up from 7% in March, and the peak since 1982, when Margaret Thatcher was Prime Minister. The Falklands War was about to start, and unemployment was running at 3 million. Ooh. The Bank of England expects the annual rate will get even worse, peaking at 10.25% during the final quarter of this year, amid the biggest squeeze on incomes since records began in 1950s. And that would be more than 5 times its 2% target. Now, the Chancellor insisted that countries around the world are dealing with rising inflation, and he stands ready to offer further support to Britons, right? While stressing that he cannot protect people completely from pain. Nobody can. It's up to us, individuals or communities, to stand by each other, to help each other. That's what we do in this community, right? So opposition parties are urging an emergency budget to slash VAT and help struggling Britons who are on the brink. We're all on the brink, man. All of us. But there are mounting signs of splits in cabinet over who to respond, with Foreign Secretary Liz Truss, and that's Truss, suggesting more tax cuts are needed and slating the idea of a windfall tax on energy firms, and something Mr. Sunak, and that's Sunak, has said he is seriously considering. Are you, dude? So experts warned that this is what stagflation looks like. As the UK economy stalls and teeters towards a recession after the pandemic and the invasion caused chaos. Now, analysts have said another interest rate hike next month is now inevitable. All right, potentially to 1.25%, as the Bank of England scrambles to stop prices spiraling out of control. but the pound still dipped further against the US dollar as investors priced in the increasingly grim situation. So that's coming in from the UK, all right? So they're dealing with it just like we are. It's incredible. It really, truly is. So now on to this, all right? 2 children so far have been hospitalized in just alone in Tennessee due to this baby formula shortage, okay? Now, I know a lot of people are saying, let me know when you're going to stop talking about baby formula shortage so I can start watching your videos again. You know what? There's to that, okay? You have to understand how important this really truly is. This is our future here. These children are our country's future. This is not something to turn your nose down at, all right? So, 2 young children in Tennessee have been hospitalized because of the recent baby formula shortage across the United States. It's unbelievable, all right? Both children have special medical needs that require them to use special formulas. And these special formulas, they can't be found on the shelves. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So now on to this. These 2 articles were sent to me by a subscriber. And if he finds that they are extremely important to him, then they are extremely important to me, which means that I want to get them out to you. Okay? Now, listen up. Children and youth are surrounded by AI. AI, aka artificial intelligence, all right? In many of the products that they use in their daily lives, social media, education technology, video games, smart toys, speakers. Okay, there's a wide range, okay? AI determines the videos children watch online, their curriculum as they learn, and the way they play and interact with others. Now, there's a toolkit that's produced by a diverse team of youth, technologists, academics, business leaders, is designed to help companies develop trustworthy artificial intelligence for children and youth, and to help parents, guardians, children, and youth responsibly buy and safely use AI products. First of all, this is getting scary as I read this. AI can be used to educate and empower children and youth and have a positive impact on society. Nay. But children and youth can be especially vulnerable to the potential risks posed by AI, including bias, cybersecurity, and lack of accessibility. AI must be designed inclusively to respect the rights of the child user. Rights of the child user. No. It is up to the parents. See, that's the problem with society today. And I'll tell you my opinion right now. When we were growing up, back in the 70s, the 80s, okay, we didn't have any of this. Our parents made sure we had limited time watching TV. Our noses were in our textbooks, or we were reading some kind of a book to learn and this and that, or we were outside until those street lights came on. Then our butts were in the house. All right? That's how we grew up. Today, the phones, the tablets, the computers, the laptops, the Xbox, the PlayStation, what have you, they are the new babysitter. And I am against that. I don't think that any child should have parents get on the ball, take those damn... No kid should be on social media, first of all. Now, if you're a teenager, it's different, all right? Because teenagers, they're all, you know what I mean? Because they're talking with their friends and stuff like that. But if you're under a certain age, you don't need to have social media, Facebook, Instagram, and all the TikTok and garbage, all right? And parents, stop encouraging your children to do that. It's crazy. You don't know who the hell is using that shite. So anyways, get your kids' faces in those damn textbooks. And stop with the phones and the tablets and the this and the that. They don't need to be playing video games. They need to have their faces in books, reading, learning. Enough said. Time outside. And then when the street lights come on, you get your butt in the house. It's time to eat dinner, take a shower. Good night. That's how we grew up, and we turned out fine. What's the difference now? There is none. Wait, my bad. Technology. AI. So, parents, guardians, and adults all have the responsibility to carefully select ethically designed AI products to help children use them safely. No. Parents don't need to have their children have any of this shite. That's it. What is at stake? AI will determine the future of play, childhood, education, and societies. No, AI is not going to determine shite when it comes to my kids. I will determine. That's it. I've had it. AI ain't going to be the future of this house. I am going to determine the future of my children. I'm done. You know, as a mom, as a parent, as an aunt, hopefully someday soon a grandmom, I will determine. I'm one of those helicopter moms. You can ask my son, why do you think he became a productive member of society? Because I cared. I was constantly over him. I didn't let him get away with anything. I knew exactly where he was, what he was doing 24/7. He might have hated it, but guess what? He's thanking me today. So, if you want to read more into that garbage, go right ahead. The link is in the description box below because I'm not touching it because it's pissing me off. Now on to this. Digital transformation is becoming a crucial support mechanism for countries as they respond to the pandemic and undergo economic rebuilding and sustained development for small and medium-sized cities, or SMCs. Digital transformation can disrupt traditional business models, break through geographical and spatial boundaries, and create new ways to live in the digital era. We need to get away from this digital this and digital that. We really do. What happened to getting your hands dirty? What happened to literally elbow grease? What happened? What happened to doing things on your own? Learning. Doing things yourself. You know how long it took me to learn how to do things on a computer? It took me forever. It took me being on the phone with Trish and having Sean over my shoulder going, no, don't touch that button. You'll erase everything. I still have problems learning how to do. I still don't know how to use all the things on my phone, for crying out loud. You know what I mean? Because I'm that person. I'm that girl. I would rather be elbow deep in dirt in my garden. That is my safe place. That is my happy place. You know, this is crazy. Do not bring AI anywhere near me. You know, I'm being serious. This is insane. So I'm going back to my happy place. Here it is. I'm going to show you what's really going on in the world. Screw this AI shite. No kidding. Sri Lanka. They ran out of oil and the streets break out into chaos. Here you go. Now, talking about what we were talking about, the California fires, all right? So a subscriber wrote in, and she's in the UK, and she said, so there's terrible drought out in that part of the world, meaning out in California, and we know this, right, out in the West Coast. So property values plummet. She's right, you know. Then a wildfire suddenly burns down multiple $1 million homes. She's onto something. Her brain, it works like mine. It doesn't shut off. She just thinks and thinks and thinks. She said, wow, they get paid all that compensation. Then they can relocate to a new area where there's water. What, like Florida? Stay away. We're full. How awful for them. Sorry, but something is terribly fishy about all that. Just saying. You're not far off. You know? You're not far off. A lot of celebrities are moving here to Florida. You know? It was just headline news that Jason Aldean, I like Jason Aldean. I love his music. Jason Aldean and his wife and kids, they just moved here to Florida. And I'm like, guys, you know, God, help me. Why? Why? You know, stay the hell out of Florida. You know what I mean? So now on to this. A friend of a subscriber shared this today from someone that she knows personally who's a nurse, and she hopes this helps out families. She has 7 children, and her youngest is now 11. She can't imagine not being able to find formula. And this came in from a nurse, okay? And I will put the picture in for you. This is a very good recipe, all right? And it says, use breast milk bank and get milk from other moms. You can use goat milk. You may still need to add some fortified nutrients, hi Stormy Bug, such as B vitamins by adding in a powdered multi-nutritional yeast or potentially adding in other formula, etc. There is a shortage of store-bought toxin brands, but healthier formulas are still available. Try, Stormy, don't lay on that, please. Stormy, don't lay on that, please. Stormy, this cat. Try homemade infant formula. Here is, Stormy, you're on my hair. Stormy, stop it. Here is one, 24 ounces of spring water, 12 ounces of goat's milk. Pasteurized is available in most stores as well as powdered form. Raw goat milk is good as well. 1/10 of a scoop of probiotic powder, 2.5 billion CFUs of soil-based biotics. Okay. Half a teaspoon of acerola, ACEROLA cherry powder, 2 teaspoon unflavored collagen, 2 teaspoon nutritional yeast, 3 capsules of colostrum, COLOSTRUM, 1 teaspoon cod liver oil, 1 teaspoon butter oil, 1 teaspoon organic sunflower oil, 1 teaspoon organic extra virgin olive oil, 2 teaspoon organic extra virgin coconut oil. So here is that. All right, so this subscriber, she went to Walmart's. I know. And she said she took these pictures and my, attention customers, blue light special. No, I'm kidding. Effective immediately. All infant formula sales are limited to 5 units per child for each customer per day. You know, the box of the 60 eggs, $11.16. What is that? What is 5 pounds of great value? Is that chicken breast? Yep, $17.48. My. And they do have some baby formula, but it's, let's see, Enfamil Toddler. What is that one? Enfamil, regular Enfamil. Stormy, stop it. Enfamil with added rice. Oh, they have the Nutramigen, but it's for toddler. All right, and then urgent signs. Urgent. Ugh. Okay, so this email came in. She said, thanks for pointing out the anomalies with the most recent Orange County fires. After reading a book by Rosa Koire, and that's Koire, and already seeing what happened during the Arabs with the box cutters incident, I'm on the lookout for stuff like this. Stormy. She said, I'm pretty much alone in my observations and beliefs, but now it appears that others are seeing what I see. You're not alone. You're not alone, not at all. Corey's book pointed out that during one of the fires that are further north, the exact area that was burned was an area that the state wanted in order to build a high-speed rail or something. So exact that the burnt out part was literally ending at the sidewalks. Come again? It would have cost the state too much to eminent domain pay the owners for their property. I did notice further north a year or so later, another big area was burned. Funny how the vineyards were not even scorched, but somehow the metal truck in the center of the field burned. Reminds me of the book of Revelations. Do not touch the oil or wine. This was just like photos of that September long ago, in which vehicles a mile away from the towers were burned and melted, except that their tires were still new looking. I started building a house on rural property years ago and had to stop after the foundation was complete. Now I'm wondering how to build without metal. Lincoln logs, or maybe alternative surface to repel unknown waves. Oh, honey. Oh, my. Okay, so on to this. This subscriber, she wrote in, she said, the prices on wheat at Zor Standard has doubled. Has anyone else noticed this? Because she has. Look at these prices. For a 50-pound bag, $72.81. Really, Stormy? For whole yellow corn, 50-pound bag, $25.60. Hard white wheat, 25 pounds, $40.54. Organic popcorn, yellow, organic, 25 pound, $32.22. Wow. Okay, so this subscriber, she wrote in, she said, I make headlights for cars. Oh, that's interesting. She said, I just got off of work. My mind is still trying to wrap around what I heard. We were told by our supervisor that if we want to try and get overtime, get it now. As he was told from the Japanese, due to possible economy collapsing and the recession, things will be slowing down. We could possibly have a layoff starting in 6 weeks, trickling down to 6 months. My mind is having a hard time fathoming what the future would be. A lot of the employees said this is what they usually say every year. They don't believe it. I believe, and I know different. My mind just keeps bouncing off the walls. I can use some guidance and prayers. Put my head back on a swivel. I felt like I got shook and tossed to the wind. I keep telling myself fearless. I am fearless. Yes, you are, honey. You are fearless, but you have to fear less. This is why you prepare. Okay? This is why you prepare, and you have to remember that. All right? This is why you prepare. We are all here for you. You are not alone. All right? I love you. On to this. A trucker during an interview with the Common Sense Show noted that once diesel hits $8 a gallon, shipping will stop. That is the amount when the load of goods to be shipped is worthless than the cost to get it there. I looked for this to be noted, even before the Venezuela guidelines. Iran is making people show a digital coupon to buy bread. How biblical. The last 4 minutes, he shows a military magazine article showing how the DOD is using AI, here we go again, to watch what and how many groceries you are buying. Oddly, a couple of months ago, I got a report from Visa, which listed out my purchases by category. They showed my Walmart purchases as food, even though I'm an organic eater. I mostly buy things there. I thought about replying, but then I thought, nah. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, before I go. These 2 pictures were taken. She said I had to run to Kroger because of the sale prices. I attached 2 pictures of the price of gas in Sterling, Illinois. We are 2 hours east of Chicago. Our town has nothing as far as booming factories. Wall clipper. Okay. Yeah. Wall clippers. I buy those. Sean has a pair because he cuts his own hair. And I bought wall clippers for when I groomed the dogs. And a steel mill. And our big ones. Then some smaller ones. Our gas is higher than California prices. I don't get it. Pritzker, our governor, only looks out for Chicago. Our neighbor said he knows about to bottle his own flagellants to save gas. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh, that's hysterical. $4.89. Yeah. Our gas is not that much cheaper than yours, unfortunately. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fear less.